Hey girl, hey, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. I am heyyyy, and let's get into my monthly wrap up. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is heyyyy, and all of my reads will be reads that Christian can read with no compromise. So that means that there will be no spice or no sin being glorified whatsoever. Okay, let's hop into it. I'm combining my December and my January reads because I did not do a December wrap up. So in total, I read 5 books. 3 of them were on my Kindle, and then 2 of them were physical reads. Okay, so the first book I read, which was on my Kindle, is You Make It Feel Like Christmas. This was a book by Tony Shiloh, y'all. I think this is like my second, third. I think it's my third, but I'm not sure. Book by Tony Shiloh, and I have been just eating them up. I've been enjoying them so much. So Tony Shiloh is a Christian fiction writer, and I don't know, it's just like it just feels like real life. Like it's Christian fiction because like the characters are believers, but I don't know, it's just real. And I just appreciate it. I enjoy it. So here we have a girl who's coming back home. She's coming back home to some mess, okay? Her sister is getting married to her ex-boyfriend. So she's coming back home for the holidays. Her sister is in the midst of planning the wedding. She don't really want to be involved, but she has to. And then she get there, she's dealing with that. Plus, she has some baggage that she's bringing along with her. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but she has some more baggage that she's bringing along that she's not ready to talk about, that she's bringing back home with her. And then when she get there, girl, her brother's best friend, he started to look a little cuter than he usually looked. It was such a fun read. And I, of course, will be reading more books by Tony Shallow. She also has a book that's coming out in February. So I think it's February 6th, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I am going to get my hands on that. Okay, the next book I read was Sweet Potato Kisses. This is a Friendsgiving romance. So you have friends who are coming together for Friendsgiving. And although they've been friends for years, girl, although they've been friends for years, this year, the friend is friending. The friend is friending. So Nina Stewart, this is my first book by her. So this book I read on Kindle Unlimited. And what stuck out to me about Nina was that it says Nina writes clean, no spice romance because she wanted love stories that celebrate chemistry, connection, and the soft, slow beginning of falling in love without explicit scenes. Sign me up and give me everything you got. That's all I needed to hear. So I read that. I enjoyed it. She also has some others that she recently released, and I have not gotten to them yet, but I will be reading them soon. But yeah, this is a story about some friends that are coming together for Friendsgiving, and 2 of the friends, one of them is going through some mess. She's going through her own little mess, her own breakup, dealing with whatever. But one of her friends, who she's been friends with for a while, it might be something there. It might be something there. They start to like catch each other eye a little bit. So I love that. I love when you have friends who've been friends for a long time and then they get together. Why? Because that's how me and my husband got together. So I love when 2 friends are like, you know what? It's something here, and it in fact be something there. Okay, the next book I read, which is also a Kindle Unlimited read, was How to Kiss on Christmas Morning. So this was a no spice romance as well, clean fiction. But you have a girl, and she's coming to, I think it's like a farm or something, but she's coming there because basically she's getting set up and she don't know that she's getting set up. So we do have forced proximity in the mix. The guy, he is kind of like a grump, but you know, like when there's a grump, but you can tell like you're not a grump for real. There's something there. There's something underneath there. He's that type. And she is bubbly, sunshine personality, and they are here stuck. They are snowed in, and they get to find out they have a lot in common, a lot that they can learn from each other. and they start looking forward to seeing more and more of each other. Loved it. Loved it. Okay, y'all. And this right here, what I'm about to tell y'all about, this one just might be my most favorite of the books that I've read. Like this one, this book that I'm about to share with y'all, this one's gonna stick with me. You got like some books that just stick with you, that you just still be thinking about later on. And this is for sure one of those books. Okay. And that is Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. Y'all, when I tell you I enjoyed this book so much, I enjoyed this book so much, y'all. So it's called Hello Stranger. The thing that caught my eye about the book is on the front it says love isn't blind, it's just a little blurry. And I am a Love is Blind girl. Like, no, not like I think Love is Blind, but the show Love is Blind. I enjoy watching Love is Blind, so that's how it caught my eye. And then on the back it says she can't see faces and he can't see anyone but her. I loved it. Y'all, I enjoyed reading this story so much. So this now I what I will say is that I kinda start predicting the ending a little bit, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Usually, like I'm not someone that really go into it trying to like make it be real world for real. Um, I'm not someone that tries to go into a book and try to think of what the ending is gonna be. I like when I dive into a book, I'm in that book. I'm in that world. I'm not really thinking about what makes sense, what don't make sense. I'm just enjoying the book. So after a while, I was like, I know where this is going, but it still was a good book. So you have a girl who she paint faces. That's what she do. She paints faces and portraits. So she paints them and she's getting ready to be in this competition. One thing leads to another, and she end up with a condition where she can no longer see faces. Like the faces look like puzzle pieces to her. And she's in a competition. So it's coming up, she's about to have to paint a portrait and she cannot see faces. That was really interesting to me. Um, but all while that is going on, she's also slowly starting to fall in love. And could you imagine, like, could you really imagine you starting to fall in love and like you can't see their face? That is just, I don't know. I just loved it. I ate this book up so much. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Like, if I had read this on my Kindle or something, I would have for sure went to buy the physical copy just to have on my shelf because I'll probably read this again. I'll probably read this again. Just character development in here. We see her like work through some family trauma that she has. We see how she's working with a therapist throughout this because she got to learn how to live with this condition. So we just see her mature, like how she deals with family baggage, how she deals with how she perceives people. Like, I enjoy this. I did. This was my first book that I ever read by Catherine Centers. And when I got done with this, I was like, oh, I need another one. So I got another one. So this one is called Things You Save in a Fire. This one I picked up from my local library. Y'all, when I got done with Hello Stranger, I went to my library. I was like, what do y'all got? By Catherine Centers, because I need it. And this was one of the books that they had available, so I grabbed this one. I love when like fiction books just teach me about something. Like how this one taught me about that condition, which is a very real thing. This one, I just got to see like kinda in the world of being a firefighter because the main character in this one is a female. She is a firefighter, and I like her. I do. I like her, but we also just get to see her work through some trauma, through some things, and I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm gonna be reading more of this author. I am, but yeah. So she's a firefighter. She doesn't have the best relationship. She really don't have a relationship at all, honestly, with her mom, and she ended up getting. It's like one of the best, highest nights of her career. She's being recognized, she's getting awarded, and she ended up beating this man tail on the stage, girl. Told him up, okay? But she go home that night and she get a call from her mother, and her mother's like, "Hey, I got this situation going on. I really need somebody to come down here and live with me. Can you please come live with me for like a year?" And she was like, "Girl, absolutely not. Why would I pack up my life to come down there and help you?" You might be like, "Why is she saying that to her mama?" But you got to read the book to understand. But long story short, she ended up with her mom, and while she's there, she transferred her job of being a firefighter. So while she's there, she's just dealing with different struggles of being a woman, who's also a firefighter. She is someone that has walls built up, but she ended up falling in love. We get to see her work through things with her mom. Like, it was just a beautiful story. I enjoyed this so much. This is a closed door romance. Closed door. This one, I think it's closed door. I think this one is closed door too. If it's not closed door, it's no spice. But I think it's closed door. But those were my reads for December and January. As always, y'all, I be having a time. I enjoyed them. So, yeah, let me know if you have read any of these books or if you will be adding any of them to your TBR. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, girl.